people of the world, it is your girl Dala, aka the Goddess of Skills, and I am welcoming you to another exciting episode of Streethop. Now I'm excited about today's episode, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because first of all, I have with me a female in the building. And secondly, she's not just a regular female, she's someone who's working to revive the dancehall scene in Nigeria. Please join me in welcoming Cynthia Morgan. Hi, Mama.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm well, and you look nice today.
Thank you.
Okay, so I was asking, because this is an outfit I totally rock. You guys know me, I love all black, and then it's leather again. I mean, love.
Yeah.
Do you style yourself?
Actually, it takes a whole lot of work. My manager will be like, okay, this is what you have to wear. I'll be like, no, I don't like that. I don't feel comfortable in that. And I'll be like, okay, I want to wear this. It's a whole lot of work before I finally get to leave the house. But at the end of the day, it was worth it.
Hey, yeah, chillin' with a gangsta girl, a smart girl, a regular
All right, so you started your career pretty early at like age 16.
Yeah.
Wow, how did that kick off for you?
Basically, I've been doing music since I was very little, from the choir. And I was my mom's backup singer, I think, when I was 14. And finally, 16, I went to the studio and recorded my first 6-track demo album. It was great.
Well, you pretty much went from the choir, so yeah. Well, did you just wake up one day and you're like, I'm going to be an artist?
No, actually, it was a gradual process because music has always been something that I actually really do love. Okay. And I'm actually from a musical background. My mom is a gospel singer, so yeah.
I didn't know that.
Actually. So, music. It's been like that for me since I was a child.
Yeah.
So I actually grew up loving music, and professionally I was I want to do music. My mom was like, you have to prove yourself, go record, come back, bring it home, let's see what you got. I recorded, I go back home, and my mom was like, cool stuff, so what you gonna do next? But you have to go back to school, you know that, right? Because I was done with my SS3, that was the high school thing. So so that was fine. I was like, I want to actually do music, and she was like, okay, fine. I did put out my first debut single. That was when I was 17 with General Pipe. So since then it's been...
Wait, your first single was with General Pipe?
Yeah, actually.
How did he come to your head first?
I don't know, because I liked Pipe a lot at that point. It was like the whole Sean Paul kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, who do you want to work with? I was like, Pipe. I was like, okay, let's contact Pipe and let's see what he's got to say about this. And he did contact Pipe, and what Pipe was like, what's something yellow girl got to do in the studio? Are you kidding me? Okay, Pipe was like, okay, you know what, send me the record. We emailed him the record. I already recorded my part. I worked with Sam Clef then.
Okay.
I recorded my part and I sent it to Pipe. And Pipe was like, Pipe called back to me. It was like, yo, who's that girl? Do you want to, you're young, you're 17, you want to mock me on a song, or you want to embarrass me? I was like, no.
You just wanted to do a song.
Yeah, I just wanted, it was just my thing. And like that, we recorded a song, and Pipe was like a goddad, was like a brother to me, and stuff. So 5 years strong in the game. Good. Okay,
so I've listened to your music, and then you're a fusion of rap and dancehall and pop and
actually everything.
Everything. What would you describe as your style?
I don't really have because when you're versatile, when you think you got everything, you can't really put yourself in a box at that point.
The feeling.
Yeah, so you actually want to prove yourself, what, I can actually do this, I can do it. So I call my definition of music good music because I do dancehall, I do Afrobeats, I do pop, I do rap. Yeah. So basically, I pretty much, when I hear a bit and I want to work in something, I can't just hold myself and be like, I want to do only Afrobeats, because I know I can actually make the song colorful. So you hear a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of this on the song. So yeah.
So one thing that you're quite famous for is controversy, of course.
Why is everybody saying that?
Yeah, because that's the truth.
That's not true.
No, it's true that you're famous for controversy. I don't know if it's true what they say in the stories.
Yeah.
But then there was the Whitenicious Cynthia cream thing.
I woke up one day. I went to Twitter.
Flawless.
And I was like, you know what? What's going on? I saw a picture. This picture, she's black. This picture, she's white. You know what? Funny enough, I've been looking for that picture.
Why?
Because I love the picture. I want the picture. Actually, I was like, oh yeah. But where did you guys find this? It's genius, man. I saved my picture quickly, and I was like, you know what, nice. I sat down, relaxed, and you know what, everybody was going boomerang, like going back and forth, like people talking. She's white, she's white. I don't know what white niches is. I've never met Dansha, because people were actually saying Dansha, white niches and stuff. I think that time there was the whole controversy about white niches. So anything,
Yeah, that was about the time that he came out.
yeah, anything white, they'd be like Dansha. So I was like, I don't really care. I'm all about my business. Like, you know, people don't talk. You know the point.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it was cool. People came up talking, blah 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 blah. It just passed.
Another thing that came up was the set of pictures that came out. You know the picture. You know the pictures. Because I'm like, I was hearing Cynthia Morgan, and then I saw the promo pictures. And I'm like, okay, she's in my head now. She's officially in my head. Let's talk about the shoot.
Okay.
What was the idea for the shoot?
It was just a fun shoot. We were actually supposed to drop promo pictures. After the whole Cynthia Morgan, I dropped a new video. I was like, okay, my boss was like, we should do a promo shoot and stuff. I was like, okay, fine.
And photo shoots are always fun.
Yeah, it's very fun. I had fun actually. And I was like, okay, fine, let's do that. And my manager was like, this is what actually wants you to look like. You know, apart from the whole music stuff, apart from you being creative when you get in the studio, taking pictures, everything that has to do with your brand, it's all creative process. It's all about building a brand. So like, it was just working, you know, doing stuff from the norm, like, you know, not trying to look like anybody, trying to do my thing myself and stuff. So that was just it. And people came out on the internet and people were like, she's naked, she's that, she's this, she's this. Ugh.
But were you?
You said what?
But were you naked? No,
I wasn't.
I don't think you.
Actually, I wasn't.
And it was supposed to be set of promo pictures. And would you say that it got you the promo?
Whole lot of promo.
Okay, so this is what I'm wondering. Who are your female role models? And there's a name I'm just waiting to see if you call. But go on.
Number one, Rihanna.
No worry, that's the name. It's fine. I was hoping that's the name you're gonna say. So, anyways, we're gonna go on the break, and you get to pick the first song of the day. So, what's that gonna be?
That'll be my song, "Don't Break My Heart" by me.
All right, guys, this is "Do Not Break My Heart." Don't break my. Do not or don't. I don't even know. Don't break my heart by Cynthia Morgan. Like a quiet subliminal, like, don't break my heart. Right?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. So your other song, which I love, Lead Me On, you for looking like Beyonce's Drunk in Love. What you have to say about that?
Well, I don't know. It doesn't have anything to do with Beyonce, trust me. I was actually expecting, Lead Me On, something raunchy, and a guy, out with a guy somewhere, maybe a beach house.
Unsurprisingly,
yeah, it's just there's someone black and white, something a bit like abstract and stuff. Like you saw the house. Actually, we didn't at first. I didn't really know the concept of what I was actually shooting.
Oh, you didn't even know? You just woke up and like, oh, video shoot today, guys, turn up.
I didn't know. My boss just called me like, yo, you shooting a video next week, even this week. I think it was. That's very same week. Like, I was like, what? We don't have costumes. We don't have, like, go meet Clarence. You got started out. Got there. It was like, I think we did everything in a rush, maybe 3 days or 4 days in total. Yeah.
That's a good video for a 3-day plan.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. So,
shout out to Clarence.
Peace.
So how would you describe your personality and your style? Because I think you're like a very fun person.
Actually, I am. I'm very troublesome.
Troublesome, I even meant to say. I can tell.
Yeah, actually, when I'm here, if I stay with you here for maybe more than an hour, you drive me out.
Okay, so we're gonna have to round this up quickly. So what inspires the style of music that you do?
I think for me, I could be happy.
Okay.
To get inspiration. Okay. I like excitement from every walks of life. Maybe excitement from my friends, excitement from my environment, excitement from when there's no lights and the light just come, yay! You know, there's this feeling when there's no light in.
Yeah, everything's just pretty slow.
Yeah, but when you bring light, let's say everything change. One kind.
one kind. Okay, this is weird because I've never actually heard you speak pidgin before.
Are you serious? Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, let's speak pigeon.
Okay, so we're gonna do like the next few pigeon.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. I'm always excited by pigeon.
Are you serious?
Yes, because people always go Cynthia Morgan. She's probably from like the UK or the US. She doesn't really, connect with the Nigerian crowd.
I speak pigeon English very well.
Forget it.
But if you two talk if you come to speak pigeon English, say this one doesn't speak English. Now them go curse you, tell you say you don't speak English. If you speak English, they go say this one too speak English. Where you from come? So it's Nigerians, you can't please everybody in Nigeria. And Nigeria, they're aiming for your neck. Like seriously. If you overdo them.
I mean, sometimes maybe we should you're supposed to do something in pigeon. Just surprise them one day.
I'm
Do it in
reason I
pigeon.
get why.
I'd always give people idea for the show.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Okay, so what can we expect from the Cynthia Morgan brand?
A whole lot. I've been working a whole lot. Like, videos. We're trying to actually build a super brand.
Yes.
Different
That's
from-
always the plan.
Yeah, that's the plan. By the grace of God, I pray we actually get to achieve what we're actually, working on. So something different from the normal music, videos, craft, personality, and everything. So like it's a whole lot of work, but with God, it's possible.
It's always possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go on our next break, and you get to pick another song. So what would you like that to be?
That would be Chelite by Davido. Is it Chelite or T Chelite?
It's chili. I don't know, but the T is silent though.
Oh.
It's like Django and the.
Oh,
Yeah.
Django.
So this is Chilete by Davido featuring Mafiki Zolo.
Yo, the boy them Skillati. It's me, Cynthia Morgan, aka Kingston Property, Nigerian, full rate, the Stargate regional, and live. I'm right here, down here on Streethop, but you know what? Dollar. Goddess of what?
Skills, darling.
Skills. Oh my God, that song. that's crazy.
Okay, speaking about skills, you speak patois
Yes, so.
almost fluently. Because I'm only going to say fluently if you're actually like from Jamaica.
Jamaica.
That's the only time. If you're not from Jamaica, you can't tell me anything.
Would you
Because-
try? Would you try?
Did you learn, how did you learn to speak patois?
I'd say part of it was a gift. I didn't learn how to speak it.
Really?
I just picked it up. Like, I had big uncles who normally do some bad things. And, when they want to do the bad things, they speak patois. They try to speak patois and deceive us. I was pretty much very young. And I was like, Uncle, our father, what you talk for this? And I was like, I don't know until I fix you. You get so like when they want to do something, conceal things from my grandpa and my grandma, so they speak patois. I was like, okay, Uncle, I do really like this very language you guys are speaking. Oh, can I learn? I was like, no. So like from the little stuff I hear, I just picked it up. And now when I hear my son, I'm like, okay, just say never they smoke. How come you even not speaking more than us now? Like, the boy them skill out. I just got it inbuilt to 100. I told you guys.
Okay, something that people don't know about you, and another thing that I hate you for, because I like to say the goddess of skills, and I can do this and do that. I can't play any instruments, but you play the talking drum.
I think I know how to play the fucking drum. It's been long, though.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Because I was going to ask you, how good are you? That's how I'm going to know how much I hate you.
I used to be very good, actually, because I used to play the talking drum for my mom on stage. While I'm backing up, I do drum for her too. So I used to be very good, but at some point I think I did.
Wait, when you say very good, you mean like Ara good, or?
And then the Ara is.
She's on a level of.
Yeah,
I mean, when she's playing, it's like
it was just a hobby for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a hobby for me, and before I knew it, I started playing.
But how did you learn how to play? Like, who got you the talking drum?
My mom, actually. My mom did.
Nice. Okay, so with the amount of female artists in the industry now, how do you plan to, set yourself apart? Like, this is Cynthia Morgan and then everybody else.
Actually, first of all, my sound already
is different.
Don't push me, come on forward. I'm just on my own. My sound is very, very different. So, like, you can't even... when on Twitter, people can be very funny. Just like, Cynthia Morgan and this artist. Some like... Are you alright? They don't do the same kind of
not
sound.
dragging
Nobody's sharing.
Yeah.
And hey, you get what I'm trying to say. So it's just funny. I have my own sound. Every other person do have their own sound. So I think I started already with my own kind of sound because first thing when I go for interviews and stuff, when people meet me, the first thing they be like, "Your sound, oh my god." So I have a very very different sound. So that's what actually makes me distinct, different from every other person.
Okay.
In as much that I can come to that market and see chop inside.
Of course,
okay.
That's the plan. Well, let's just leave it for them.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. So if your fans will need to get at you and continue the conversation, where can they reach you on social media?
Yup, follow me on Twitter on @CynthiaMorgan1, Instagram @CynthiaMorgan1. I'm on a club tour. I'm on a radio tour. So you know what? Stick with me, and just know where I'm going to, where I'm going to be, what I'm doing next and stuff. Keep loving Cynthia Morgan.
Nice. So you can follow us on Twitter as well @StreethopNG, or go to our Instagram page @Streethop_NG to check out the pictures from the interview, of course, and then as well you can let me know who you want to see on the show. I'm gonna sign out, but I need you to pick your last song.
Well, that song is me leading you on.
Finally.
Actually, Lead Me On by Cynthia Morgan. The boy them skill out to take you away.
Alright guys, I'm still gonna try to learn patois while we're gone, but yeah, this is us saying bye for now, and yeah, next week we'll be back.